Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Let's turn that on. Just using my TV as the chat, so I can chat today. We're drawing a comic page. Get excited. Get very excited. So, this is how I do. I got two halves, because my scanner's only A4. So I gotta connect the two halves. Like that. And I should check to make sure everything is in place. Everything seems to be in place, so we just combine that underneath there. So I've been being a bit quiet. It's like 4 a.m. It's half 5 in the morning. Okay, I thought it was 4 a.m. This is a very tedious process. It takes me a while, but I've gotten used to it now, so. Okay, now before I do any of the editing on that, I need to, this is my brush set. Some of these are custom, like that one. I don't use them though. That one's custom, don't even use it. I just use them for like stuff I need. This is my main stuff. This is if I need to add more details. Kind of, I do use it for fire, and I can use it for very soft shadows. This is just regular shadows. I use this to rub stuff out. This is to draw hair, because I'm shit at drawing hair. This is what I use for pencil. These stuff I use for certain materials, but I don't think I'll be using that today. So yeah, I need to go here anyway. Create the panel borders. That's one. No, the second border. I know it's been a while since I streamed. I'm very sorry about that. But I'm streaming now. I've been very lazy recently. I only just got my Wi-Fi back. I've been going 3 days without Wi-Fi. Do you believe that? How can I handle without Wi-Fi? Do you know how I handle? Drawing these. I'll show you. Should I show you? Show you the first couple of pages. This is page 1. I love the details I did on this. Kind of like faded the background too, so I can like it's still there, but the sunshine adds it like that. See, the light's coming in through the window. Oh, I love how that looks. There's this page. I love the gun. Look at the gun, my beauty. I do way better ones later on. Don't worry about that. This page is good. Today, we're coloring the first dinosaur, guys. Let's go. The first dinosaur in the comic about dinosaurs. Let's go, buddies. Combine these two and just do this. Then the border is there. Now the panels are defined, and we can get to editing the page and then start coloring it. First I go to hue, saturation and brightness. And I'm going to find a place where there's still some pencil there and it's very like light penciling there where you can see, you can't see the lines, but there. Just turn it up so you can barely see that. Basically almost all the way gone. Yeah. Then you go to curves. Bring it down to where those like little colours are at the bottom. And then bring this part up here. And that is what I am. Maybe a bit more back so I can get more of the line art. I don't want all my detail to go. Okay. That seems about right. Then we go hue, saturation, brightness again. Saturation all the way down, because this is when I do the line art. I copy the page, make a mask, and then in the mask, I paste. Then it does that. You invert, combine, and then just like duplicate it a bunch and the lines get thicker. And there isn't so much of like these grey bits and the blacks that are supposed to be blacks. Black, why isn't that going? That's confusing me. Hold on. Oh, that's why it's there. Just a bit in there like that. Okay, that makes more sense. So yeah, everything is now basically pure black there. And we create a layer underneath. Outline nuts on top. No little white bits that could be like in the corner be here. Like that, like that, like that. See, no little white bits like that. So we just fix that. Then I get as many layers as I can. And I start colouring the people. Don't worry about wires on them. I needed the glasses colour for the glass on the last page. But this is this guy's colour palette. His one's filled to the brim. This is his son's, who's on the last page. And this is his wife, who is right here. So we're going to colour the wife first, and she's basically the main priority other than this guy be here. Let me check my phone. To do something important. Anyway, so just mapping this out be here. So there's still some of these grey bits. I think it adds texture. I never used to like them before now, and I might clean up this area be here. Because I think the black's coming out too much, but there. I think it should be flush with the face be here, like that. So I'm going to do that later on. It's either just colour theory, but I think I made his skin a bit too dark. Not trying to be racist, but it looks very dark on my screen. Like, she's in the shadows dark compared to what she's supposed to be. Hold on. Make sure this is the same colour palette as Bia. Okay, yeah, it's definitely the colour theory, because she looks way too dark there. But when I had the hair and all, she'll probably look better. Because there's white everywhere. Make it look darker. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, she's literally just like not supposed to be that dark. I've done basically this whole comic with brush and ink, and I think it turned out great. It has that gritty feeling that I just love about, you know, old school comics, when they used to use brushes or just basically, so it's just like a look you can't copy without it making it look weird with digital itself. Like the colouring, I can't be asked to colour with, like, the only thing I got to colour in real life is, like, watercolours, and I cannot be asked to do page after page after page of watercolours. I probably do maybe one promotional thing with watercolours, but hell no. So I just get rid of all this area, like the eyes, as you can see here. She is starting to look a bit lighter now compared to what I thought she would look like when I first added the colours. Still a bit too dark, I don't know. Let's get the hair. See how the hair does. She looks up, yeah, she looks way lighter there. That's good to know. I mean, yeah, they've added new brushes now here. Let me sort this out. That's better. Maybe let's smooth out the lines for here. Smoothing some things up. Oh yeah, no, not click the mask. Alpha lock. And just turn that to this. I can just see how this works. And I want to turn these parts for here pure white, because this is going to be in the window. And I had these little black bits for here just to do this. So then they show up nice in contrast with the window. I'm not going to do the Utah Raptors outline in white because I do not want to be doing that. It's going to mess up how the colours will be. But I really like how the Utah Raptor came out. Can we all just agree that that Utah Raptor is gorgeous? And throughout this, it was a whole learning experience for me because I've never drawn a dinosaur. Well, I probably did when I was a kid, but it was like, you know, one of them shitty dinosaurs right after you watch like Jurassic Park or some shit. But this though, I've learned how to draw a Utah Raptor, and I can draw it without a reference now. At least I could. I don't know if I can anymore. I could when I was first drawing it, but now I don't know if I still have the ability to. I can retain information fairly easily, but I end up forgetting it after like a couple of days. So I can still do that. Hey, that's gonna be peak. Well, let me just check something. Just check in. How long that's down there? If that's long. See how now she looks lighter? See, that's what I wanted it to be like. That's just color theory pisses me off. See how she looks lighter there, darker there. You can never get what you want with color theory. This is my first time doing her on an actual page. The only time I've ever coloured this, his wife, was on a cover. Damn. Story is that cowboy, him, he has got his hat on, so he don't look like a cowboy, but he's a cowboy. He's married to like a Native American Indian, because like cowboys versus Indians, but he's married to one, so they kind of hate on him a lot. But I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it that much. People probably guess what happens to them. I don't want to spoil it. You kind of guess what happens to them when you see here and then shabang. So, I ain't gonna spoil it, but you could probably guess. So, he decides to kill all dinosaurs. That's basically the plot. The dinosaurs fuck him over. He fucks over the dinosaurs. Obviously back then, I don't think people had like pure white teeth like this, but I don't care. It's my comic. I'll probably be drawing other characters with yellow teeth anyway. Just to give it that. I haven't decided if I want to actually keep this in colour or what was it? Turn down the saturation and add like a yellow hue over it. So then, let me just show you what I mean. I don't know if I should either. Turn down the saturation and then on top add an overlay layer with just pure, like an old westerny, low saturated yellow like that. Maybe not like that. Isn't like that kind of. What was the look I was going for? Maybe make it a bit brighter. I think it's too dark. No, wrong one. This one I need to. Something like that, but also put this on top of it too, so it's on everything. See? I don't know if I should do this or keep it coloured. Because it's a flashback. Oh my god, I didn't put the flashback. Hold on, let me find out. This was 1st of June. So I want to... We'll put the 13th of May. Why not? Hold on, let me get the colours for this. 13th of May. No, that's a year after. There you go. Cowboys. Make sure this is the same as how I did this one. Utah, June 1st. Okay, May 13th after that, not 13th of May. May 13th, 1875. Duplicate, yeah, I'm going to keep it as this for now. Just making the black lines thicker by duplicating them. It'll be better there, more. It contrasts more there. What was I doing? Oh yeah, colour now. I was wondering why it's so dark. It does go after a while in the chat. Might as well keep the chat on my phone then. Yeah, I'll just keep the chat on my phone. Get that off my screen. That's like the highlights. This is my colouring style. I don't know if many of you have seen. I know it's not a usual colouring style, but I quite like it. I like how it turns out. Sorry for not talking. I'm not a very talkative guy. Especially when I'm drawing, I get really focused. Let's add like the skin. I think this is the first one was his kid on the other one. Never mind. I'm just going delusional. So for the ear. Did I do her lips as like, does she have like lipstick on? Okay, you can't even see her lips in that, okay. Should I give her lipstick? Let's got the highlights. I think this is where she actually starts to like lighten up a bit, because she still looks too dark from what I designed her as. Like, if she ends up looking this way, then there's nothing I can do about it, so she can probably stay this way, but I still like her to be how I designed her as. Oh god, she looks chopped. Ever since I started like watching other comic artists draw on TikTok, there was this one account, Bad Ink Comics, that's it. And ever since I've been obsessed with the account, and all I've seen is like that the guy turn his line work off when he colours, just to see how it looks and if it's like contrasting well. So I've gotten into the habit of doing it now, and everything just looks so chopped without the line art. This is where she lightens up a bit, yeah. That's her done. See? We're almost... I was going to say we're almost halfway there. No, we are not. Okay, I'm a liar. I'm a pathological liar. Don't tell my mate. My mate calls me that and I always deny it. But... Oh. Well, my mate... Speak of the devil. My mate's texting now. Is that his tooth? What was that supposed? I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I'm gonna leave that for now. I don't think I put his tooth that far out, did I? Nah, that looks weird. I might get rid of that. Then I'm gonna push this guy back by adding a multiply layer with some blue, just to kind of like push his character back. So you more pay attention to his wife than him. Obviously, I think he's got some speaking parts. Hold on. Yeah, he says some words, but you shouldn't really be focusing on him. You should be focusing on his wife and the Utah Raptor. So let's get this guy over with. I don't really care how the colouring comes out on this guy. It could be sloppy. It could be amazing. As long as you can still see he's got shadows and they're in the right area. I don't care what it looks like, because no one's going to be focusing on him. They're all going to be focusing on his wife and Utah Raptor, because that's the best part of this page. I know probably no one's listening, but still talking. Why not? Okay, now shading. I don't usually keep the highlights on the colour palettes. I only keep the shadows and like the main colours. So I have to just come up with the highlights myself. Depends on the situation and how close they are to the light source. But they usually come out with good ones. see, I'm just going very sloppy with all the shading on this guy. Wait, no, that's a hat shadow. I need hair shadow. There we go. Sorry about the tapping if you can hear that. My dad gets pissed off at it whenever I'm like doing it and he's in the room. He's like, stop fucking tapping. That skin. That's too thick. Why is that like that? Looks chopped, but best I could do in it. Okay, that's him done. Now to add a multiplying layer on top. He's just pushing his character back. You don't really notice he's there. So I'm gonna give it some shadows just to kind of highlight some of it. Just like that. There we go. Now the U-Tower out there. Let's tackle that. What colours do I use for it in the cover? Okay, so I kind of use this greyish tone for the skin. Should I create a colour palette for this? Why not? I got so many fucking colour palettes you will not believe. Just create the colour palette as we go, yeah? Feathers 2 is kind of like a... Which tone should I go for? I think I like the dark one better. And then create a shadow for that. Okay. there anything else why is my, oh, it looked like my screen just got darker. The teeth, I think I'd give it more of a yellowy hue actually. Go like that, there we go. Shadow. I just saw yellow and I was like, oh, yellow. The gums. Should I put the gums? Why not? Let me check, see what coloured eyes they have. I'll be able to check chat real quick. I probably know it doesn't matter, but I got a reference of Utahraptors, so I might just check that out, see if I can see anything that might help me with the reference. There we go. They have it down as like an orange. Maybe you should do that. Orange like that would be nice. Nice, vibrant. Check something real quick. Now, obviously, the claws and feet won't be showing up anytime soon, so I don't need to worry about that right now. Otherwise, I would go mental. But I just need to add the colours in now. This is going to be great. This is exhilarating. Get excited. To all my Dr. Stone fans, this is exhilarating. Get excited. And I'm probably not doing my best right now. I'm just very tired, so let's try not to focus on if I mess up or not. Probably just do chat again. Okay. Okay. The darker color feathers I'm going to put over the original color, which is this whitish color, so love dinosaurs. I don't know why. I've always liked dinosaurs. I like how that looks. I'm gonna put the gums and the teeth in one little thing, so if you wonder what I'm doing and why I'm coloring the gums with the tooth colour, you're gonna know in a second. Well, I already told you, so you're gonna know now, I guess. There we go. Let's start the shading, shall we? Ooh, I'm excited for this. It would be more of a darker red like that. I don't know why it's so desaturated. Let's add some highlights to this now. I add so much detail, but when it's actually like published, no one's even gonna notice the amount of detail I put in. So I don't know why I put that much detail, but I just like adding detail. I don't know why. Sorry for not talking. I know it's probably boring. Oh wait, this car. God, man, it's like, what is this? Yeah, 6:15. I'm getting messages now. God damn it. Let me just sort this out real quick so I don't mess anything up. That's better. Look at that. Kind of like the lights shining on, giving it that look. Now, the best part, the skin. Just look at that beauty. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna add some like little details around here just to like kind of add like the scaly kind of like skin. Nothing much, just to like add some details. Anyway, this is the Utahraptor. Basically done. Let me add some highlights coming from behind. That. That is the Utahraptor. Done. Look at that. It doesn't even look that bad without the lines on that. Everything else looks so chopped. Look at that. Oh god. What have I made? Let's add that the background. I'll put him in the character this area. Oh, that was weird. What's going on? This never happened before. I'm scared to press A then. What do I do? Oh god. Did I just mess up? Oh god, I'm scared now. Guys, what's happening? If this messes up, I'm gonna go mad. Dude, that was fine. Phew. Scared me then, not gonna lie. Grab the background color. Color the windows. This is what I need the glasses one for, because this is what I use for glass in general, like that. And then I'm gonna add some nice yellowy highlights, so kind of make it like a green like that. Can I do that? Make it lighter like that. There we go. This makes it white. I blur it out and it isn't so. What's the word? This is what I use it for, soft shadow, so you just to push back, you know, other characters or something you don't need in focus like that. See, this is turning out great. I love it so far. Now it's time for the words slash the onomatopoeias. I don't care if I go outside the lines. I want it to look a bit messy anyway, just to show the fear and the shakiness in their voice. Oh god, why do I have to do so many? Let me just check something on this. Sorry, checking my tags. woke up. There we go. Alpha lock. Let's have a nice contrasting dark orange coming down here. Oh yeah, white doesn't work with multiplier. I like that. I like that. That one actually. Go back to chat. Make sure. Okay. Let's have the words then. No, 12, 15. There we go. Oh, what's that? Add that. Chat, is this Riz? Is this Riz chat? How does it do that? That takes the piss. I don't like that. And then, yeah, that's all the dialogue for now. But this is the real kicker. I only started doing this recently, mine literally on this comic. I just got presets of stuff I need. Like the border, like this big border going around here. And what you're about to see in a second. The lettering. What I do, yeah, line it up with text. If I need to adjust it, I adjust it. If I don't, I leave it like this. I'll leave that like that, see? Works good. Try and line up so that looks professional. That's how I like it. Try not to make it look so crowded. Then I do this is a very time consuming thing, but I quite like how this turns out. I'll do like that. And then this one. And then connect this one by here. There we go. Then I duplicate, turn this one black. And then, oh no, not that yet. Gaussian blur by 3% every time. So again, even line width. And just keep duplicating until there's none of them, like, you know, grey bits be here. So yeah, this keeps going BNA. And then I find the lines to be too thick in a second, so once I'm done with this, I'll show you now. Yeah, that should be enough. I find lines just to be a tad bit too thick, so I duplicate the whites as well to get rid of any excess scraggly translucent parts. See? So now fills it up nicely and everything is all how it should be. Hello sweetheart, how was your day? It's great now that I'm back home with you two. Oh, how sweet. Remember my sister and then screaming, oh my god, whoa. And then obviously always I know this isn't common in many comics, but I like to add the page number at the very bottom. So 38.5, that's the size of it with the copper plate thing. I add the page number at the very bottom. This is page 9, I'm pretty sure. It's page 8. I swear it's page 9. Unless I'm going fucking mental. It's page 8. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. That's not surprising, actually. Page 8. And then bring this underneath there, because I need to combine it in a second. Then we got page 8. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This was page 8 of my comic, Everlasting Gunslinger Dino Extinction. And I'm glad you are here with me on this journey, because I'm loving how this is turning out so far. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Might be a while, but I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye.